Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Creeper Nick. Today I got a story for you guys about a town in Florida built by Disney themselves. Take a look.
There is a town in Florida where the sun shines warm and unique monthly events keep it cool. A place to truly live it up just by sitting down. A quaint lakeside promenade where getting around is just renowned for its world-class restaurants and all nestled in the harmony of nature. Celebration, Florida. You've got to see this place. 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 See this place.
So it was announced in 1994 and opened in 1996. They established their own town in Florida, not far from where Disney World is. It was a dream come true for many Disney fans, and demand was so high to live there that a lottery system was put in place to determine who would fill the 474 homes. For a little while at least, it seemed like the famous Disneyland slogan, the happiest place on earth. The town was perfect, almost too perfect, like something right out of the Stepford Wives or Wayward Pines. There were a lot of rules to follow. There was a 160-page rule book they had to follow. For example, you could only have certain plants and gardens, and there were special lanes behind homes to hide cars and trash cans. Only certain colored curtains were allowed, and lawns had to be at a very specific height. As the years went by, there were complaints about leaking roofs and other issues with the properties. An inquiry was set up to investigate. They found over 70 homes needed new roofs. The schools also had problems. There were 80 children to 3 teachers. That's crazy. It made a lot of people leave Celebration due to lack of good education. This was just the beginning of the happiest town on earth, starting to prove that it was not. Despite the oddness and strictness of the perfect town, it had more problems. More morbid problems. In 1998, a couple were bound and gagged by masked burglars in a robbery attempt. Also in 1998, 3 men went to Celebration for a vacation. They're all college-age kids. They went missing. It wasn't until 9 months later that their bodies were discovered inside their car at the bottom of the lake. This lake is their infamous Death Pond. There were several more incidents like this at Death Pond, but the 3 guys going missing was the most notable. In 2010, a teacher by the name of Matteo Patrick Giovandito was discovered dead at his home after neighbors contacted police after not seeing him for days.
This is a very unusual sight in this peaceful community. The victim is 58-year-old Matteo Giovandito, who had lived in Celebration for a number of years. Authorities believe he was killed over the long Thanksgiving weekend.
That's right, Celebration had its first murder. As it turns out, his attacker, David Israel Zenon Murillo, was a 30-year-old homeless man. The cause of death? Blunt force trauma and strangulation. There is a twist, though. David, his attacker, told police he went into a rage after Giovandito tried to, YouTube doesn't like this word, assault David in a non-violent way. A way that would get you put on a list or registry, if you follow what I'm saying. Soon, former students came forward with more claims against Giovandito. They said that he would touch them inappropriately and invite them to sleepovers. A mother told the Daily Beast that Giovandito would treat her 10-year-old son trips to multiple countries, which include Mexico, Japan, and China. The boy cut ties with him at age 14, and his mother didn't learn of the abuse until years later. So yeah, the first murder victim of Celebration, not the greatest guy. Now, that crime and that murder victim was bad, disgusting. This next crime I'm about to talk about is pretty brutal. It involves the murder of a wife, children, and a dog. If that's too much for you to hear, and I totally understand if it is, go ahead and click off of this video right now. On January 13th, 2020, Anthony Todd was arrested at his home in Celebration on a warrant for federal healthcare fraud charges. It was discovered that there were 4 badly decomposing human bodies and 1 animal body inside the home. Anthony Todd had murdered his wife, 3 children, and the family dog. The official cause of death was homicidal violence of unspecified means and diphenhydramine toxicity. Basically, he poisoned them with Benadryl and then went on to stab them. Authorities believe that Anthony had stayed inside the home for about 3 weeks after the massacre with the bodies. So he gets arrested and he confesses to the crime. So, case closed, right? He then retracts his statement, telling his sister that he couldn't possibly have committed the crime. He wasn't even home. Yeah. This guy travels back and forth to work. He lives in Celebration with his family, but he works in Connecticut, where he owns a business. And then months later, he changes his story again to his father. In a letter to his father, he said it was his wife who drugged the children. He says she confessed to killing them, that she gave them a Benadryl pie, drank a full bottle of Benadryl herself, and then stabbed herself in the stomach. So yeah, this guy is clearly lying. You don't change your story that many times. He will be on trial in September. So what do you guys think? Is the town Disney built creepy? Or is it just like any other town? Let me know in the comments if you would move there. I don't think I would. It's too many rules, and it's just, it's creepy. It just, like I said, it reminds me of Stepford Wives. I'm not into that. Disney actually sold the town in 2004 to some private investors. Doing research on this topic, I see a lot of YouTube videos and articles of people saying how much they love Celebration, and I believe that. People are into that sort of atmosphere. And it's not like there's not crime in every town across the world. I just find it interesting that there's a dark side to the place that Disney built. So yeah, let me know how I did. I would love your feedback. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I want to get better at everything. I want to get better at editing, storytelling, you name it. If you have any suggestions, could be true crime, creepy stories, mysteries, anything like that, let me know, because I love it all. Even if I don't do a video on it, I'd love to look into it. I love this stuff. I don't have an outro. I don't have a goodbye catchphrase yet. Stay weird. I don't know. I feel like that's a thing already. Stay creepy. I don't know. Bye.